Designing a base cabinet. Using Sketchup to create a reusable base cabinet design. The first thing that we'll do is create a component that makes up the cabinet's sides. This is basically a rectangular piece that is 23¼ inches wide and 35 inches high, with a 3" by 5" toe kick area. This is made of 3/4 inch ply. Next, we will align two of the sides so that the outside width is 36 inches across. The sides will be aligned parallel on a flat surface. The outer width can be adjusted depending on different standard configurations of cabinet widths. So if you need to make it 2 feet wide versus 3 feet wide, you can easily do so by adjusting the width of the pieces that cross the cabinet sides. The next piece we will design is the cabinet floor, the top of which will rest 6 inches from the floor. It is also made of 3/4 inch birch plywood or oak plywood. It will be 23¼ inches from back to front, and it extends between the cabinet sides, so in this case just under 36 inches to accommodate the 1½ inches that make up the side pieces. For connectors, we will be using biscuit joinery to connect the components of the cabinet. Also, everything will be binded together with wood glue. Alternatively, screws could be used, but care must be taken to conceal the screws so that they're not obvious in the home's design. Next, we will manufacture top cross braces. They will be 3" wide strips of 3/4 inch plywood, and they will extend across the top front and the top back. We'll also create a 3" wide back brace that connects to the back top brace and extends across both cabinets. This will be fastened at the ends and along the top with biscuit joints and wood glue. This would be a good place to use screws from the top down into the back top brace instead of biscuit joints here. This should give added strength between those two components. We will create bottom braces across the front and back that are 5¼ inch wide and made of 3/4 inch birch or oak plywood. This extends to the width of the cabinet and basically serves as the front and back floor base. We now have designed a base structure that is made completely of 3/4 inch birch or oak plywood for a cabinet base. This can be reused in multiple configurations, which we will show you shortly. One thing that we like to do here is to make these reusable components into a SketchUp component. The way you do this is to select all of the pieces and then click Edit, Make Component. There will be a dialog box that comes up, and you can choose a suitable name and select Convert Selected Item into Component and save it. Now you will be able to reuse this component in other projects and in this project as a reusable piece. As you can see here, now you can use components in projects. You can use them like Lego boxes and stack them any way that you'd like. The next step in the cabinet's design is applying the face frame. We will design this one with a 2" frame. The vertical pieces will be 30 inches high in this design, and the frame pieces across will be 32 inches wide. The material is any hardwood, for example oak, and it needs to be planed on all 4 sides, nice and clean and square to be made for a face frame. Here I've applied the face frame design to a drawer configuration with a 5" opening for the drawer, and with 2" wide face frame pieces. There is a 15" by 19" opening on either side for a drawer in the bottom area. Here's a design for a face frame with 2 large doors that are 15 inches wide and 26 inches high. The face frame pieces here are also 2 inches wide. The door will begin to be designed now. We will also use 2-inch wide components made of the same material as the face frame, and this will be an inset door. The outer width is 15 inches wide. The outer height is 19 inches high, with 11 inches in the inner width and 15 inches in the inner height. We will fill the door with a 1/4 inch panel with a recessed back so that we can just keep it simple and just make a little router groove on the back of the door where we can pop in a little panel of plywood, make it look nice. So here we apply the design a little further by multiplying the components into 2 side-by-side units that have 4 doors total and 2 drawers. This design can be easily reconfigured based on the way that we built it. What we learned today. We learned how to use Sketchup to design a simple base cabinet component, and we learned how to add features to that component, like a face frame, doors, and drawers. Thanks for watching my video about how to design a base cabinet component using Sketchup. My name is Shane Larson, and I like to build tiny cabins in Alaska. I'm also a software engineer with years of experience in Node.js and C#. I hope you enjoyed my video. I look forward to hearing from you, perhaps in the future.